Hey guys, this is Mark with Strength Ministries. Today's encouraging word, I'm going to title it Walking in the Spirit. And we're going to start in Galatians chapter 5, verses 16 through 26. So verse 16 through verse 26 of Galatians chapter 5 states this. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. So live according to Jesus, not according to the world. For the flesh lusts against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. And these two are contrary one to the other. And so that they cannot do the things that ye would. Okay? So here's what it means. If you're living a life in the flesh, then you're not living a life in the Spirit. And if you're living in the Spirit, then you're not living according to the flesh. Verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifested in these ways, or in these characteristics. You've got adultery, fornication, uncleanliness, idolatry in verse 20, witchcraft, hatred, wrath, strife, heresy, verse 21, envying, murders, drunkenness, and such like. Now there's several more as well. But of which I tell you before, and as I've told you in times past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. So if you're living according to the flesh, and you're not living according to the Spirit, which again, these two are contrary, okay, so which means you have to fight against the flesh and live according to the Spirit. That's what Christians are supposed to do. But if you're living according to the flesh, then you will not inherit the kingdom of God. These are the fruits of the Spirit, and this is where we're going to find our encouragement today. But of the fruit in the Spirit, is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, 23, meekness, temperance, and against such there is no law. Verse 24, and they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections and lust. If we live in the Spirit, let us walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vain glory, provoking one another or envying one another. So let's not be jealous. Let's not hate one another. Let's live according to the Spirit. Now the Spirit will be manifested in these characteristics, and that's love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance. So friends, what Jesus is telling us here is this. If we're living in the Spirit according to Jesus and according to His plan, and according to the life that He led as the perfect example, then we're going to live in the Spirit, which again is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, meekness, and temperance. Okay? So we're going to be patient. We're going to be kind with one another. Now, if we live according to the flesh, we're going to be the exact opposite of what is all good, and that is everything that is godly against everything that is of the world or of Satan. Okay? Now, in closing, I'm going to remind you of Matthew chapter 7, verse 12, which is the golden rule. Do unto others as you would want done unto yourself. Okay? Live according to the way you would want to be treated. Live according to the way you would want to be treated. So what that means is this. If you want to be treated with love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance, then you're going to show those things to others. Okay? Even in today's world, which we know, I believe, we are living in that final generation. And we know that final generation will be the exact opposite of the Spirit of God and the fruit of the Spirit. So they're going to be lovers of self. They're going to be envious. They're going to be disobedient to parents. They're going to be disrespectful, unthankful, unholy, so on and so forth. But we as Christians are going to live the life according to this. Love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, kindness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance. So friends, live according to the Spirit. Walk in the Spirit today. You want to inherit the kingdom of God? Then live as Jesus lived. Love you guys. God bless, and we'll talk soon.